has an answer.
Hello all, how's everyone doing on this Tuesday? You know what time it is, it's puzzle time, which means we are doing some Professor Layton. Here we go. We are back with some SPECTRE'S Call. The fourth game in the series, but first in the timeline itself. So yeah, I hope you've all brought your big brains, because I am really tired after some ear-piercing alarm was going off from 2 a.m. last night to 7 a.m. and I literally just napped during the morning, so I've not really slept much. So yeah, let's get to some puzzles. So you can either help me or watch me struggle. It's really up to you, but I'm hoping you'll help me out. I actually want this one. So like previously, we're going to do 3 hours minimum of a stream with every sub. We'll add 30 hours onto the minimum stream, and you're also going to be entered into a giveaway for a £20 or dollar gift card of a place of your choosing, as long as it can be done online. So I don't really want to buy one. I don't want to buy one and have to send it by mail, because there's so much complications with that. Add 30 hours, but there's a limit of adding on 6 hours onto the normal stream. So yeah. Alright, what we have previously done. While Emmy is in London, Layton and Luke continue their investigation around the High Yard Hill area. Can they find any significant clues to help solve the puzzle of the Spectre? How you doing, Nat? Hope you had a good call. How you doing, George? I kind of know what's going on with your life. We've been talking most of the day. But I'm hoping you're good. And less stressed. And Carl, how you doing? How are you? Nat with the 69. Thank you. Thank you. I remember we talked to him last time. Alright. What have we got here? We need to figure out what the hell we're doing. Decent, how about you? I'm just tired. I'm just tired. That's just how I am. But otherwise, I'm good. I'm good. I'm glad to hear you're decent. Hi, I'm Nick. I'm part of the dig team looking for the Golden Garden around here. Dig team, you say? Where's the rest of your staff then? Most of the team gave up. After a while, they came to the conclusion that the garden isn't here at all. And is that what you also think, Nate? I'll tell you to take a look for yourself, but the path's blocked by rubble. Actually, we located a precious stone that we want to extract, but it's proving tricky to get out. If you could help me out with that, I'd be happy to give you a hand with clearing that rubble. Rubble trouble. The dig team located a precious stone buried here, but they were unable to extract it because of the rubble in the way. Move the rubble out the way so that Nate can get his hands on the lovely gem. So I can have... I don't think that really helped there. At the moment, we're just going around in circles because I want that to fit in there. Boom. You wonder what drive you have tomorrow?
To be sure.
I'm guessing every driver has their complications. Carl, makes it a different challenge every day. But we got that puzzle. I bet you could have done a lot quicker, but... So you think the Golden Garden isn't anywhere near here? You'll see once you go to the dig site. We dug deep, but we didn't find anything remotely interesting. No building foundations, no trace of inhabitants, nothing to indicate even a hint of an ancient city. There are other stories about the Golden Garden that suggest it could be much older than civilization. But there isn't any evidence linking it to prehistoric times either. There's only the legend to go on. I suppose it could all be buried much deeper than we thought. This area is very wet though. Once you reach a certain depth, you would encounter water. Could the garden be even further below? We can't rule out the possibility. Do you think we didn't go down far enough? I really couldn't say. But I am very interested in your search. Are you an archaeologist by training? Not really. I've just been working in dig sites my whole life. And my intuition says not to give up yet. Still, maybe you'll come to nothing. The one you've had for the last 7 days, 3 major incidents. Wow. That's not good at all, is it? So I'm guessing you hope to get a different driver this time then. As Nate said, the excavation so far appears to have been fruitless. What makes you say that? I can tell from the exposed strata here. Your father knows more about geology than I do. My father? Really? Yes. In his university studies, Clark excelled at identifying organisms in strata like this. I take it he hasn't ever told you about that. Dad's been so busy with the town that we haven't spoken much recently. He seems like a different person since he became the mayor. I think maybe my mum left because she couldn't deal with him anymore. I bet he's not even my dad. What if the Spectre kidnapped my real dad? Alright, there's getting some conspiracy theories coming from Luke right now. Settle down, Luke. I, too, thought that Clark was acting strangely. It's the Spectre controlling him. When did you notice this change in your father? When he became mayor, right before the Spectre appeared. I'm sure Clark will return to his old self once he's sorted out this case. But I need your help to do it. We'll get to the bottom of this. Do you believe in me, don't you, Luke? I believe in you, Mr. Layton. Thank you, Luke. Once we hear from Emmy, we will speak to your father. Now, perhaps we should make our way to the library. You think Emmy is back by now? If she is not, then we can look at some of the archived newspapers. Maybe we can find something. I see. You know where the library is, don't you? It's east of the crossroads. Ah, that's right. Let's go. 1 crashed pub, 2 wing mirrors. Latest wing mirror was a 70 plate car with a wing mirror that gets destroyed completely. Oh. Whoa! That was a real life explosion. Nate surely can't be using dynamite to excavate the Golden Garden. That doesn't seem like a very safe way to dig. No, not at all. I'd rather hope that the Golden Garden isn't here. Guys. How many times can you blow up? I think we always explore a place like this, Mr. Layton. It's not always as glamorous as it sounds. Luke? I'm usually holed up in my study these days. That reminds me, here's a puzzle that may interest you. Here's a puzzle, guys, just for you. An archaeologist shows you some ancient ruins found on a dig. These ruins were divided into 2 groups, but I seem to have mixed them up. Can you sort the ruins into correct groups? Only the top left ruin cannot be moved. Alright, guys. Wait, See, I don't know what they all are. That's the problem. These are really weird hieroglyphic, or whatever the word is. Anyone have any ideas? I've sorted them into possibly what I think it could be. That I can't move this one up here. This one looks like earmuffs. This one looks like a kite. A hat with a propeller on it. I have no idea about this one here. This could be over here. I'm going to go with my gut. But it's going to be...
I think this is right. I'm just not cut out for this.
Try looking at the runes again. What am I looking at precisely? I don't get... I'm trying to see if they can get like letters or numbers within the runes, because that could be like an O. There's like a T here, but I'm not sure if it's meant to be like that. The key is to look at the symbols. Do any of the runes have something in common? What is this? We'll try that. We'll try that.
This is what I've come up with.
No.
Some puzzles are impossible.
Some puzzles are impossible. 3 on the left, 4 on the right. I feel these are the... I don't know. See if they're like...
How about this? I can't work it out at all.
What am I missing? Oh, we're gonna have to trace. I reckon it's whether you can do it in 1 or not. Can I do it thinner? Well, I reckon you can do that 1 in 1. If you start here. No, actually you can't do that 1 in 1. This one would be impossible to do in 1. I think we gotta pick the right... I don't think you can do that one at all in 1. I don't know whether I'm going down the right rabbit hole for this either. See, this one you can easily do in one. I'm convinced you could do this one. Have I done that way round before? I'm pretty sure you've got to be able to do it in one. There we go.
That was it.
Yep, in one stroke. Well solved. Clark and I always used to swap puzzles like this. You were good friends with my dad, weren't you? What was he like back when you knew him? Well, he was a very hard-working student, always on time, incredibly diligent. He was a favourite with the faculty members, and they often assigned him particularly tricky tasks. We were both so enthralled by our research that we regularly studied throughout the night. And despite all that, he still felt he had a duty to help his friends and family. But that's not what he's like now. I can understand why you would doubt your father. We'll get to the bottom of his behaviour, I promise. Then you can see the truth for yourself. I'm not sure I want to. Just one more explosion. Let's go to the library team. Emmy should be back, because we've already done Emmy's... Emmy's stuff in London. Maybe we should have taken the boat. Hey, it's me, Goosey. Goosey, what are you doing lurking down there? Well, I wanted a quiet place to hide, so I thought the library would work. I still stick out, don't I? Bother. I was really trying to sandwich myself between the bookshelves too. But why don't you just sit in the quiet corner, out of sight? Ah, you'll never understand me. You don't know what it means to stick out. But I can live with it. Anyway, how would you like to try a puzzle? Do you want a puzzle, chat? Alright. Someone has been painting the square board in a rather patchy manner. The board has... How are you doing, Freya? Yes, it's puzzle time. The board has sides of 20 centimeters, and the paintbrush is 20 centimeters wide. With every layer of paint, the surface gets darker. The color code shows the number of layers needed to make each color. What is the minimum number of brush strokes required to get the pattern shown below? So, first of all, that's the 10 centimeter mark. Where's... This is weird, because I don't think he's done a proper stroke, because this would be like halfway here. You're doing good. Glad to hear it. I'm okay, thank you. Sleepy, but okay. Okay. And it's puzzle time, so I need everyone's help in our quest to get the puzzles done. Alright. So he stroked once, twice. Three times, four times. 5 times here. But you had to do this one first. This square had to be done first to make this part the light beige. Actually, no, how did he do it? No, it would be that, and then did that side and that side. What about this middle square here, though? Freya's coming in with the 69! Just as I'm trying to concentrate. Come on, Freya, distracting me. Let's erase this. Alright. He did 1, 2. 3, 4, 5. I'm going with 5.
I think this is right.
I see how it's done.
So hard.
Where were you earlier, Freya, when I needed help? Yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, I did the middle one first, but we got it. Your bus was late, so you were being called. No. Did you tell the bus driver off? I would have. I wouldn't have, but in my head I would have. My granny says the library is so old, it even has stories about the SPECTRE'S legend. I still don't understand though, Goosey. Why you were hiding in that tiny little gap? It just looked so nice and cozy. I thought if I could just slip in there, I wouldn't stick out at all. Right, if you say so. Welcome to the Miss Hallory Library. If you can't find a book, just tell me. I know where they are. I don't know. It's 3 degrees outside. I don't even know what it is for me. I'm sure I set up a weather command so you can tell. For myself anyway. We were hoping to look at a few local newspapers. The newspapers are over in the corner if you need an archived issue. Yeah, we're at... Celsius, yeah. I don't think I've got it set up to do specific areas. I think I've only got it set up to do my local area, just in case you ever wanted to know. It has got colder. The newspapers are over in the corner. If you need an archived issue, I'll show you where to look. I need some newspapers from around the time that Evan Bard passed away. Library policy prohibits me from showing them to anyone who hasn't completed at least 50 puzzles. And it looks as if you've done so. Fab. Please give me a moment. The timer for all this week I said I was going to do 3-hour streams. And with every sub adds on 30 minutes. So the time is just showing how much actual gameplay time has gone on. Because I don't want to count the starting period, any breaks. Or like AFK moments. So you get the full 3 hours worth it. And then obviously if someone subs in any way, whether it's gift, normal sub, prime, resub, whatever, we'll add on 30 minutes to the stream time until up to a max of 6 hours plus, which is 12 subs. But I'm not expecting to get there. It's just a small incentive. And if you do sub, you get entered into a giveaway for a £20 gift card. Or $20, depending where you are. Sorry to keep you waiting. These are all the newspapers printed the week of Mr. Bard's death. Perfect. May I borrow them? Are you familiar with the concept of a library? Ha! Library humour. Go ahead, but bring them back. Yeah, so it could be a max of a 9-hour stream. And it's... I'm doing it all this week coming. Any stream I do this week has the same rules applied. Yesterday we ended up doing a 5-hour stream of Kingdom Hearts, so people really love to see me struggle fighting a boss. Fun times. But you get to choose which day you extend stream time. Very strange indeed. There are no concrete details about Bard's death in any of the local newspapers. My nose is already itchy. Well, that's no help. Perhaps not. How long should we wait for Emmy, Mr. Layton? Does she even know what a library looks like? Why didn't you enlighten me, Luke? Emmy, oh, you're back. It's good to see you. You too, Luke. Sorry I'm late. I had trouble reading all the road signs on the way here. I'm sorry. I didn't mean anything by it. I'm sure you didn't. Just letting you know my nose is still already itchy. The children's books are over in the corner. Sorry to keep you waiting, Professor. Here are the materials you requested. Thank you, Emmy. I apologise for the trouble, but this may bring us a step closer in our investigation. I also brought you a surprise. Well, if it isn't Professor Layton. Keeping well, I take it. Inspector Grosky. So, you're the one Emmy has been helping. Not very sporting to keep that a secret, Emmy. Me? Not sporting? So, you are Emmy's Scotland Yard connection, Inspector. What a small world. So the Professor really doesn't remember at all. What was that, Emmy? What? Nothing. I was just... Is that a new hat, Professor? Insert Luke's face. Never mind, hats. I hear there's some sort of giant spectre menacing this town. Yes, it is quite a situation. It sounds as if Emmy has briefed you on some of the particulars, but allow me to fill in the details. Each time it appears, the spectre destroys a part of town. Someone is pulling the strings of the spectre, however. I'm not yet certain who. A spectre's conspiracy? Sounds like a crime to me, and no crook can elude Grosky of the Yard. I'll run down to Miss Hallory Police Chief and exact his full cooperation. Hold on, Inspector. I haven't told you everything yet. And there he goes. He looks keen. Well, let's have a look at what Emmy brought us. I think we'll find some useful information here. Oh, Professor. I had my film developed as well. I think these photos should come in useful. Good thinking, Emmy. According to the police report, Bard died when he fell off a cliff. No sign of struggle at the scene. A will was discovered in his house. The details of Bard's death are pretty sketchy. And look at this. According to the single eyewitness, there was no one else in the area. And the eyewitness was... Clark Tritton. What? My dad? insert Luke's face like that. Mr. Tritton was the witness at the scene. Did he ever mention anything about that? Did you know about any of this, Luke? No. This is the first I've heard of it. Mum never mentioned it either. In his will, Mr. Bard left his rights to the town's land to Clark. He left all of that property to someone he wasn't related to? Why? And that's not all. Look. There's no mention of the Spectre in today's London newspaper. No mention despite the massive damage sustained by the town. Don't you find that strange? Now you mention it, we hadn't heard anything about the Spectre until we came to Mr. Hallory. It's very sketchy. He's got no alibis. No one knows where he was. Maybe it's a self-report. Maybe he's the imposter. Mrs. Tritton is the imposter. Is someone trying to keep this story from getting out? It would appear so. Who would be capable of controlling information like that? Let's confirm the report to Miss Hallory Police Station before we can jump to any conclusions. Perhaps Grosky has tracked down the police chief for us. He's still hiding. Oh, Emmy. We may have cause to return to London sometime for our investigation. Just touch my car at the entrance to the town. You may then select your destination from there. Got it. That way, we can catch any puzzle I missed in London. Exactly. Now let's get on with the task at hand. We're going to the police station. I don't know what the mouse badges are for, but we'll collect them no matter what. Ah, there you are. Chief Constable Jakes will see you now. Our chief is amazingly talented, so you should show some respect. And, tell him I said so, will you? His office is just down the left corridor here. What did you say the chief of police is known as? Third Eye Jakes? What kind of person calls himself that? Humility may not be the chief's strong suit. He sounds like an excellent detective nonetheless. Let's reserve judgment until we meet the man. It's raining. He looks dodgy. He looks like a bad guy, if anything. So, you're the archaeologist who took it upon himself to investigate the Spectre? Yes. My name is Herschel Layton. It's a pleasure to... Layton, eh? Never heard of you. How's your investigation going? Well, we're just getting started, to be honest. He looks pretty ordinary for someone with a third eye. Emmy, shh. Chief Jakes, did you investigate the death of Mr. Bard last year? No, we just let that one go. Ha! What? You think Bard's death got something to do with the Spectre? He is very sketchy. Freya, I'm not gonna lie. I believe there is a possibility of a connection, yes. You determined that the death of Mr. Bard was a suicide. How were you able to determine that? Easy. We found a will. The mere presence of a will is not enough to indicate it's suicide, is it? No, it's not. Almost like how a big hat isn't enough to indicate someone with police experience. I'm not challenging your judgment, Chief Jakes. I just need to confirm some facts. Then allow me to confirm. I know that Mr. Bard threw himself into the lake because someone saw him. Clark Tristan was your witness. So you've done some homework. Yes, Mr. Trenton witnessed it while he was out fishing. Challenge his judgment. I will. Take that. If you've got a problem with it, perhaps you should take it up with the mayor himself. I see. Thank you for your cooperation. Run along and dig us up some buried treasure now. I'm sorry? Layton, you know why they call me Third Eye Jakes? Yes, they call you that because you've solved every one of your cases. It's because I've solved every one of my... Yeah, that's right. And you know how I've done that? Well, I couldn't say for certain without a full investigation. Let me save you some legwork. I've solved every one of my cases because I see... everything. I see some interlopers crashing my sleepy little hamlet. I see the mayor's son running around town with said interlopers. With all due respect, Chief, we were invited to stay here. That's right, by the mayor himself. Really? Did the mayor ask you to drag his boy around town while you investigate Mr. Bard's death? My father doesn't even know where I am right now. Or the more reason, he may want to know about Layton here sticking his nose where it doesn't belong. We should be going now. Layton, I've got my eye on you. All three of them. I want you out of Miss Hallery. You understand me? I'll give you 24 hours to pack your stuff, get in that funny little car of yours and go back to London. The clock is ticking, Layton. You can't do this. Hey, what are you trying to say? That's not fair. Let's just go, Luke. Tick-tock, tick-tock, Layton. Wow, he's a bit of a... He is a bit of a weird one. Jabba the Hutt reincarnated in human form, pretty much. From what we've got to go on. I won't stand for this. Chief Jakes is going too far. We have to talk to Luke's father. We will, Emmy, but right now, I'm a little more concerned about something else. The police are supposed to protect people. Why would they act like that? Jakes wants us off this case for some reason. Regardless, we have a duty to seek the truth here. How are you doing, Coke, today? How are you? Ah, yes. They're not at all creepy, suspicious, evil laugh. Exactly. He's innocent, I tell you. And to that end, I agree. Let's go and see your father, Luke. Right, so we need to go bottom left of the map. We'll take a boat. I think this is the one I want. Yes. Is Clark around? Shh, Mr. Layton. Oh, that's right, Luke. Luke left the house in a secret. True, but I imagine Clark is well aware that the boy is gone by now. Did I tell you we sometimes hear noises come from the cellar, even when there's no one down there? Dolan says it's probably just the wind in the floorboards. There's times I think I must be going balmy. Maybe it's the old square ghost. I reckon he came to a violent end, you know. You mean Evan Bard? I thought his death was ruled as a suicide. Well, just between you and me, he wasn't particularly well liked. Was Mr. Bard? He owned most of the land in town, and hiked the rent up, right up. That didn't make him a friend of anyone's. And then he always acted so high and mighty. The only person he would talk to was Mr. Tristan. I was dismissed from that household years ago. It was lucky for me that they took me on here, I tell you. But then, you just don't know, do you? He might have had his own reasons not to want to live. I see. Do you believe he may be haunting this house? Why this one? Oh no, I didn't mean... There's no reason at all why it's come and hunt poor Mr. Trenton's house. Oh, don't mind. Birth, dearie. Have a puzzle. Alright, chat, listen up. Your lucky tablecloth is damaged and you want to salvage it. After cutting off the shaded area, so here. You make 2 straight cuts along the dotted lines and end up with 3 pieces. Sewing these 3 pieces together gives you a smaller square tablecloth decorated with 5 complete 4-leaf clovers. Draw 2 lines on the cloth to show the 2 straight cuts made. Restart. So we need to be able to cut this into 3 pieces, put it back into a square, and end up with 5 complete 4-leaf clovers. And it has to be across the dotted lines. We cut there, we've got that sort of shape. We cut there. We've got a shape that would be... No. It would be a point here, and then like that. You think I'm on the right track? The issue is this is not becoming a square. Oh no, because then I've still got a triangle to fit in somewhere. Unless it's... the triangle goes... that's a poor drawing. Unless the triangle goes... like that. It is possible that it is. We will try that.
This is what I've come up with. I'm just not cut out for this.
Oh, I don't think I had... I don't know how many leaf clovers I had. That was the issue there. So we know it's wrong. But we can kind of try and piece together how many clovers we would have had. Also, I don't know why I thought that would work, because this bit here That was done. That was actually really done. What happens if you... the one that starts at the bottom right back some more? So at the moment we got that. Where do you want this one to go? Oh. Like that. So we have a shape like that. I'm not I don't know on that one. We can try it. I just can't.
I think this is right.
I can't imagine that one.
That was it.
I still got to see it. Okay. All right. Well done, Freya. I couldn't imagine that one in my head. That was quite a hard one to try and rotate everything and that. We were on the right lines at the start. So congratulations, Freya. You did it. Now, I ain't one to gossip, and I won't never say a word against the Master, but it is a bit strange how Mr. Bard left all the land to Mr. Triton. They weren't related or nothing. Then there's the way the Master has become all funny ever since Mr. Triton's been gone. It might have just been really badly proportioned. Good day, Mr. Layton. Master Luke, Mr. Triton is presently in the first floor study. How's the investigation going, Herschel? I hope Luke hasn't been troublesome. Quite the contrary, Luke has been very helpful. Clark, I'd like to ask you something. Of course. How can I help? I need you to tell me everything you know about the death of Evan Bard. Evan? Bard? I tell you the same thing I saw the... Now, I'll tell you the same thing I told the police. I saw someone fall off a cliff. That's it. I didn't see anyone else around. I didn't even know it was Bard when it happened. Chief Jakes closed the case as a suicide. Yes, well, that makes sense if no one else was there. What about the will? Why would Bard leave you his land's deeds? Evan was a friend, and the only person in town with whom I could discuss intellectual matters. You'd have liked him very much, Herschel. Of course, I was still very surprised by the will. Chief Jakes confirmed the will and acted as the executor. He took care of everything for me. I became an extensive landowner overnight, and I've been dealing with the red tape ever since. And Ariana and her brother? They are still the future heirs as far as I'm concerned. I've only planned to oversee the land until they were of age. Unfortunately, it is possible that Ariana will not live long enough to see that happen. So you know about her illness? Of course, it's truly tragic. I don't know what I would do if such a fate were to befall Luke. Evan was always so attentive to his children. I was shocked to learn that he hadn't made adequate provisions for them. Do you agree with Jake's conclusion about Bard's death? Well, he is much more qualified to make that judgment than I am. He is Third Eye Jake's after all. Yes, that name derives from his ability to solve every case, I understand. Every case, yes. Herschel, the man, has practically eliminated crime in Miss Hallory. Besides the activities of witches and spectres, of course. What are you implying, Herschel? Please, just this once, stop speaking in riddles. Cases ruled as accidents, unexpected confessions, complaints with being withdrawn? Yes, go on. It's a common pattern among solved cases. Herschel, you don't think Jake's had anything to do with Bard's death, do you? Would the master like to have his dinner now? Roland, you give me quite a start. How long have you been there? Only moments, sir. I apologise if you did not hear me knock. Am I disturbing the master? No, of course not. No. Yes, dinner sounds splendid. Herschel, Emmy, please join us. We have several aged wines in the cellar, Herschel. Perhaps you could go down and select a bottle for us. You want me to pick a bottle of wine? Perhaps the master would prefer I select a wine to go with dinner? Oh, no. Our friend Layton is quite the connoisseur when it comes to wine. Isn't that right, old boy? Well, it would be my pleasure. Where is the wine cellar? It's like never go to electrical in Among Us. You just don't do it. I didn't know you were into wine, Professor. Is there anything you don't know about? To be honest, I'm more of a connoisseur of tea. I can't claim to know much about wine at all. That's like the horror movie basement. Yeah, never go in there. It seemed to me that Clark was fabricating a reason for us to go to see the basement. There must be something there. I think we should do as he wishes. The cellar is through the blue door down on the ground floor hallway. It looks like a normal cellar to me. What are we supposed to notice? Luke, does anything strike you as out of the ordinary? No, not really, actually. The basement's been off limits lately, so I can't say for sure. Off limits, eh? Did you get caught down here scoffing fruit tarts between meals, Luke? What? No. They were eclairs, and that's not the point. Shh, quiet. What is it, Emmy? I thought I heard something. Maybe I imagined it. Perhaps it was a mouse. I beg your pardon. My apologies, Luke. I wonder if there's something we're missing. Professor Layton, is there anything I can do to help? No, I think we're fine, Dolan, thank you. Dolan, did you happen to know Mr. Bard as well? Yes. I know it isn't kind to speak ill of the departed, but Mr. Bard was a man who charged extraordinary rents to those who lived on his land. Some are inclined to believe that he was thrown from the cliff by an angry tenant. Surely a cultured man like yourself is aware how the locals will gossip. It's too bad that all Bard is remembered for. Most everyone knew him. Most everyone despised him. Oh, but I do prattle on. If you have selected a wine, I can carry on with preparing dinner. Doland, has my dad been acting strange to you lately? He has been rather preoccupied, I would say. Much of the time is spent in his study. Yes. Clearly Clark has other matters at hand. Let's get going. You're not staying for dinner? We'll have to do it another time. Please give my regards to Clark. Thanks for your help, Doland. My pleasure. Do be careful out there. There's got to be something suspicious here. It's a wine rack. The bottles are arranged. I don't know what that word was. Do you think they forgot to tidy them up? Having bottles lying on the ground isn't very wise. Let's put them away before someone breaks one. Wine-wise. In order to store this fine wine in an appropriate manner, the following rules must be observed. White wine should always be stored so that there is only one bottle on any horizontal, vertical, or diagonal line. Red wine should also be stored so that there is only one bottle on the same horizontal, vertical, diagonal line. Alright. That's fine. I can't go here. Where am I missing? Ah. Just double checking that none sort of go. I'm pretty sure that follows the rules.
Creative thinking. No puzzle is without an answer.
Exactly, Layton. Perfect. That's everything tidied away now. That was fun. Oh, we went the wrong way. I'm surprised that we didn't get locked in or anything there. Professor, what was that about? What with the library and Clark's accounts? There are still many questions about Bard's death. This, coupled with the Spectre not being reported outside Miss Harry, troubles me. It would appear that someone is carefully manipulating information about these two events. A falsified report and a cover-up conspiracy? This is shaping up to be quite the case. But who is capable of doing this? There's only one person I can think of. Who, Luke? Chief Constable Jakes. He is in a position to do both of those things. Luke is spot on. Jake is the only one in town capable of both. He's supposed to be a public servant. That's just unforgivable. Emmy, your faith in public servants is inspiring. However, there is no doubt that Jake is withholding information. We need to find out more about him. Alright, where are we gonna go? Oh, Inspector Grosky, your muscles glisten in the country. Just as they do back in London. How manly. You again. What are you doing here? For Grosky, I would walk through fire. Luckily, I didn't have to. I just took a taxi out here. Emmy, do you know this woman? Sort of. I bumped into her in London. Grosky told me he had a lead. He must be on the trail of a notorious criminal. Oh, it's too exciting. He seemed even more determined than usual. I wish he would search for me with that kind of passion. He said he had a lead. Which way did he go? He just ran off that way. He's probably at the crossroads now. We might still be able to catch him. Let's hurry. So he's at the crossroads here.
What's this?
Gentlemen, I hope we're not going to have any trouble here.
Why is Layton backing off? Oh my god.
Emmy, Your methods are unorthodox.
They are very
but very
unorthodox.
effective.
Thanks. Whenever you need a little muscle, you just let me know, Professor, and I'll be there.
I'll keep that in mind.
Who are these men? Do you think Jake sent them after us?
Looks like Jakes didn't want to wait the full 24 hours to get rid of us.
Was Mr. Bard killed by these thugs?
Unfortunately,
We can't say for certain. Layton, Emmy, I've been looking all over for you two. He just runs in every time. Alright, it's snack time, guys. Yeah, Layton can't get his suit dirty, so she's got to do it. She doesn't even sound British, she sounds Australian. Yeah, she's got a bit of a twang going on, so it's not fully English, but it's there. I've got a very corporal lead on that Spectre of yours. I'm eating a club mint. Ready? That's great, Inspector. The police chief in this town is really ahead of the game. He said that a tall-hatted gentleman and a fiery young lady abducted the mayor's son. He added that they were posing as investigators when, in fact, they were controlling the Spectre. Not to dampen your spirits, but that does narrow the suspects down a fair bit. Is any of this true, Layton? Explain yourself. Chief Jakes hasn't given us a warm welcome, that's for certain. Don't be fooled, Inspector. Jakes is the real culprit, I know it. What? Jakes, you say? So he's trying to pull the wool over my eyes, eh? Aye, Grosky of the Yard will not take such shenanigans sitting down. Inspector, wait. He really is quick for someone his size. Yes. You'd need a time machine to keep up with Grosky. Professor, we didn't get to tell Grosky what's happening. Should we go after him? No, let's avoid running into Jakes again if possible. We need to continue our investigation. My concern is growing about the situation with Jakes, however. Face to face with the Spectre. OBS. Good. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out, Shadow. Because, Stream Manager, I've just noticed, has shown the raid happen. And then Streamlabs is like, nah, it didn't happen. I have heard, though, that Twitch have stopped, like, low-numbered raids going through to stop spam or something. Or, like, it's low-number hosts raids and that. But anyway, thank you for the raid, Shadow. And I hope you... They did. It's why I have my bot tell me now. Well, I might have to mess around with Streamlabs or Nightbot to make sure it does tell me. Streamlabs should tell me. I don't know. But yeah, thank you for the raid. I hope your run was good. I don't know whether you managed... I was lurking for a while. I don't know whether you finished it or not. And welcome to anyone that came over in Shadow's stream. You finished? How did you do? Yeah, we need to work fast. Jakes is still waiting for an opportunity to take us out. Yes, well, I have to be really careful. And thank you for the shout out, Freya. I think we should be alright as long as we stay in populated areas. Luke, who knows that you are the one predicting the Spectre's appearances? Just Dorland. He promised he wouldn't mention me to the police. I see. Well, Young Oracle, do you know where the Spectre will strike next? Not yet, no. Ah, well, I have a prediction. I believe the next attack will take place between the High Yard Arch and the reservoir. What? So you can predict the future too? Ha! Not quite, Emmy. I simply deduced it from Luke's notes. My notes? Yes. Look at the records you kept. Let's start that again. Looking at the records you kept proved to be quite helpful. I now know that the Spectre never strikes the same street twice. It has appeared in the same area on more than one occasion, but it spreads out its attacks. Of course, I hadn't realised that. It's all in there. By looking at the patterns, one can work out where the Spectre will appear next. That's amazing, Professor. You might just stay one step ahead of Jakes with this information. Let's head for High Yard Arch. Alright. You've finished. Take you 2 hours to find a boomerang so you can get Nocturne of Shadow. After you finish Jabu, to find Longshot and Gold Gauntlets in the Shadow Temple. You wanted to scream. Freya, you don't need to shout me out, but thank you. I read that Shadow. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't fully understand a lot of it. But yes, it sounded like you didn't have the best of times finding what you needed. But yeah, it's practice on the end because it's a randomized Zelda run, so it's going to be hard. Let's... Well, we just know that that seed that you were on wasn't a good one. Where are we going? Where are we going? Where are we going? It looks as if you were right, Mr. Layton. Why do you say that? The Spectre will appear here tonight. Really? Please go on. How do you know, Luke? It's the water level. The water level? What about it? I suppose I can tell you now, Mr. Layton. Of course. You know by now that I'm not some supernatural oracle. I've been able to predict when and where the Spectre would appear because of one simple thing. It was the water level in the canals at first I just noticed it by chance. I was walking through town and saw that the water was very low in one stretch of the canal. I didn't think much of it until the Spectre attacked that very spot the same evening. It appeared just in the place where the water was low. I thought it might have been a coincidence, but I started tracking the water levels just in case. After that, I realised that there must be a connection. Whenever the water level fell, that meant the Spectre would attack there that night. You came up with that all by yourself? Wow. I wonder if the Spectre somehow needs water to appear. Hang on a sec. Luke, why didn't you tell us this earlier? That info might have been useful. It's just, I didn't know if I could trust you, or Mr. Layton. You're about no worries. You do you. So that means you do trust us now, I suppose? Hey, hang on another sec. How were you tracking water levels in town if you hardly ever left your room? I had help from my friend. This is Toppy. Squeak! What? Why do you have a mouse in your pocket? Well, as I said, he's my friend. I don't get everything he says, but I understand enough. Wow, so you can talk to mice? I think I could be even weirder than the whole Spectre business. Spectre is drinking the water. It's a mouse for one. Freya, different. Different to a rat. I'll have to finish it off with some flavoured water here. And thank you for the... It's a mouse. It's definitely a mouse. I'm going with mouse. Squeak, squeak, mouse, mouse. I think I could be even weirder than the whole Spectre business. Well, I don't really understand it either. We've seen stranger things since we arrived here, Emmy. So, Luke, the Spectre will appear here tonight. Thank you for just spamming rat. Yes, if my theory is correct. Well, Professor, what should we do? Let us see if Luke's theory holds water, so to speak. So, should we tell Dolan so we can alert the police? Actually, no. Let's evacuate the residents on our own this time. What? I still think it's a mouse. What? Why, Mr. Layton? We are going to set a little trap for the Spectre. We are? What are we going to do? What are you planning, Mr. Layton? So we're going to have the final showdown. We're going to have a final showdown with this Spectre. How are we going to do that? First, we'll evacuate the residents. Then, we'll need to visit the black market. Alright, so we've only got one more mystery to solve. I reckon Grosky's going to disappear.
I've got a bit of a problem.
I assume you're referring to one Herschel Layton? I must decide on a plan of action for when he finds out. And he will find out.
You already know about this guy.
I do. Fate is so interesting sometimes.
Maybe Bard's not dead. Maybe Bard is still alive. Professor, how are we going to get everyone in the area to evacuate without the help of police? Luke, do you know anyone who could take charge of an operation like this? I think Grosky would do it. He loves ordering people around. He's certainly scary enough for the job. If Grosky told people to leave, they would definitely listen to him. He's probably still at Paddy's restaurant. Splendid. Maybe we should persuade him to channel his energy into helping the residents. So, after Paddy's restaurant then. I wonder I'm having so much trouble speaking. I wonder what his special is today. Rats apparently have longer ears and a tail. Mice, small pink tail floppy ears. I'm sure I just saw something. Well, hello again. How are yous looking to have a nice meal? Here's a tip. Tonight's special is really special. We're alright for now, thank you. Maybe later. Not too scared to eat, I hope. I tell you what, the tourists have been scared away from this place. Mr. Grip, there is something I'd like to speak to you about. You lot again? Did Triton put you up to this? Well, I don't have time for you. Leave me alone. Please calm down, Mr. Grip. The Spectre will appear again tonight according to Luke's predictions. Predictions? I heard there was someone making predictions, but you're saying it's this child? Never mind that. Do you say the Spectre is coming? That's no joking matter, are you sure? Yes, I'm afraid so. Tonight, near High Yard Arch. But the police cannot be involved this time. We have to organise the evacuation in their stead. You are well represented in the neighbourhood. Would you help us to get everyone to safety? You're asking me to help? How can I trust you? Why should I believe this boy can predict anything? If you are trying to manipulate me with some cock and bull story, you'll come to regret it. On the other hand, if what you say is true, the townspeople are in grave danger. Huh. Very well, I cannot put my pride before the safety of others. I will help you, but you will have to devise a way to get everyone out in time. That sounds fair. Would you have any suggestions? I can call on a few friends to help with the evacuation, but the rest is up to you. Alright. Grosky asked some acquaintances to help evacuate the entire neighbourhood, but he was only able to recruit 9 people. 2 whose voices carried 3 squares away, 3 whose carried 2 squares away, 4 whose carries 1 square away. Where should you tell each person to stand so the evacuation message reaches every street in the neighbourhood? Ah, luckily it does. Alright, I don't know where these ones should go. I could do a whole line there. I don't know whether you'd want them to overlap or not. There we go.
Some puzzles must be met directly. I love the
Once you start putting in certain ones, it's about just moving them around to get them all to fit. Correct, commend your helpers on a job well done. Now we can get the evacuation started. Let me handle the people. I won't let anyone in this town come to harm. Thank you, Mr. We will continue with our investigation. I think the black market is next. Mr. Layton, what do you have in mind for this showdown with the Spectre? I think it is time we determine the true nature of the Spectre. The true nature of the Spectre? To do that, we need to lay a trap that spans the whole town. Well, can we do that? Not alone, we can't. We will need quite a few helping hands. But if we're not going to ask the police for help, we shall ask the Black Ravens. Ah, good idea, Professor. Let's head to the black market and find Crow. Alright, let's go find the Black Ravens. Wait, why was Bucky here? Bucky, what are you doing here? That's a silly question. Where there's Bucky, there's a boat. Where there's boat, there's Bucky. What? You mean you can take a boat from here? That's impossible. The word impossible is not in old Bucky's dictionary. Hey, you guys want to ride? Bucky's got some great boats here. Right, so anytime there's old Bucky, you might as well talk to him. Back to refreshing my Spanish and Duolingo. Yes, I know basic Spanish. I'm glad you do, I don't. Ah, how can someone like me be defeated by such a simple matter as this? You seem to be in a spot of trouble. Is there anything I can help you with? I prepared some sweets for a little boy, but I've got all mixed up with my numbers and jars. Mood. Alright. Below are 4 rather special sweetie jars, A to D. The number of sweets in jars A and B combined exactly to twice the number of sweets in jar C. At the same time, the total number of sweets in jars B and D is twice the number of sweets in jar A. But if you move 3 sweets from jar D to A, jar A will have twice as many sweets as jar B. One of the jars contains 6 sweets. Can you work out which? If we assume this one has 6. If we go that 7 and 7, that's 14. So this has got to be 8. Eight plus that's 3. Alright. That's got to be 4. Three from D to A, so that goes down to 1. That's not right. You took a semester of sign language as well, but that was years ago and you're very rusty. You're semi-fluent in French and you know basic sign language. Ah, you lot know so much stuff. You lot, big brains, geniuses. I barely know English. I know sarcasm. No. Other than those two, I don't. It's pretty much I struggle with English. I'm not sure we can have -1 here. Alright. We. Alright, does anyone know the answer? It's just trying to figure out... Look, it's clearly B.
A challenging puzzle, to be sure. A little more thought is in order.
It's not B, guys. I'm gonna stop because there's just too much trying to figure out math-wise. Look, I think D has 6. Because sweets have got to go here. And we say there's 2 in B. That's 8. That's got to be 4 and 4. If we move 3 from D to A, which we're saying is 4 and 2. Fry thinks it's C, so we're going to go with C.
Puzzles must be met directly. A gentleman leaves no puzzle undone.
I was close. I was close. I was 1 off. Even equals odd. Odd plus odd equals even. Odd plus even equals odd. Wow, okay. Eek! Look! Why are you being dilly-dally? My sweets have started melting. I can't sell these. I'll have to start all over again. Even a little melted, the taste should stay the same, shouldn't it? It seems a shame to waste them. My dear man, there's no other way. I can't sell these like this. It would go against everything I believe in. Ah, and they look so delicious too. I'm just going to assume you're speaking French to each other here. Hello, we have a special on asparagus today. Or are you not here to shop? Actually, no, we need your help. Oh, really? Well, you should probably talk to the crow first. Thanks, we'll do that. Alright, we'll just head straight to the crow man. Oh, wait. Ah, our very own city gentleman returns. What can I do for you, kind sir? Crow, we need your help in laying a trap for the Spectre. A trap for the Spectre? You must be joking. You'll be safe in the town. Aha! Very noble, rich boy. But you can't seriously expect us to take on the Spectre. That's alright. This mission is fairly dangerous. It probably is too much for a group of children. Whoa, wait. What are you talking about? We may be kids, but we're not afraid of anything. All I'm saying is, how are you going to catch it if you don't even know what it is? Ah, but that's the point. The trap we lay will expose the Spectre's true nature. You really think you can pull that off? With your help, I think we can. Yes. Are you interested? Maybe. I'm intrigued now. What do you need from us? Well, the first thing we'll need is... And from there, we'll just wait for the Spectre to appear. And then we'll have it. Let's go to the place where the Spectre will appear next. We have a lot to do. Emmy, Luke, I believe the Spectre will be appearing soon. I think it will be much easier to get a good view of it through the mist if I wait outside. It's dangerous, but it's a risk I have to accept. What are you planning to do, Professor? I should be able to get a good look at the Spectre if I wait for it here. In the meantime, I want you two to hide somewhere out of the way. What? You want me to run and hide? As your assistant, I'm going to be right at your side, no matter the danger. Consider me your assistant as well, Mr. Layton. I appreciate this, but I can't put either of you in danger. I'm sure we're not in any danger as long as we're with you. The more pairs of eyes we have watching for the Spectre, the better, no? Well, I can't just dispute that. Alright, you can stay with me, but the moment you sense danger, promise me you'll run for cover. Understood, Professor? You be careful too, Mr. Tritter. I'm pretty sure that's might have said Layton, but always. Now, we wait for the Spectre. Guys, I'm glad you can be learning French in my chat.
It's coming. The Spectre. I can feel it.
I hear it, but I can't see anything.
Oh, so this is a spectre. Oh.
Professor, are you okay?
Emmy,
Layton,
Luke.
you saw it, right? You got a good look at the Spectre.
Oh, yes. I got a very good look.
Emmy, Luke, the Spectre is not at all what we imagined. It appears to be... There they are. Apprehend them. Chief Constable Jakes. They're behind this whole Spectre madness. They're responsible for destroying the town. What? That's a complete fabrication. Ha! You can deny it all the way to the station, Missy. Don't you call me that? Chief Constable Jakes, you can't be serious. Ugh. Stop, unhand me. I warned you lot. Keep yapping and I'll slap you with resisting arrest too. Jakes, you know as well as I do that we aren't the ones behind the Spectre. Far from it, in fact, the Spectre. Now, Mr. Layton. Own up to your crimes like a gentleman. Ha ha ha. Alright, take him away. What's going on? Have a nice little nap. What? Where am I? Interrogation room. Nice, eh? I like to keep my prime suspects cozy. Let us out. We haven't done anything wrong. Stay calm, Luke. What did you want with us? I demand to see a solicitor. Do you? You've been reading too many pulp novels, Missy. Once I explain to the town that the Spectre was all you're doing, you'll get your lawyer. If you know what's good for you, you'll just sit here quietly and keep your trap shut. Ah, that smug belly deserves a kick up his big fat... What is it, Mr. Layton? I've been thinking. Jakes and his men were immediately on the scene, but they weren't aware of Luke's prediction. That's true. The police hauled us off at the moment the Spectre was gone. It's as if they knew the Spectre would appear there, and he was planning on having us arrested all along. Wait, what are you saying? I believe this is all connected to the true nature of the Spectre, which is... We must clear up one more mystery before I can be absolutely certain. Our first step now is to find our way out of here as quickly as possible. Professor, are you suggesting a jailbreak? I think he is.
Oh, got him. No problem. We don't gotta worry no more.
Worry?
I think that's Bard.
What's so funny?
I
Oh,
think
you must forgive my levity.
I think
just
Bard's
find
still
your
alive.
confidence to be rather, what's the word? Quaint.
Is that right? You best watch your mouth.
You fool! As you stand here boasting, I guarantee that Layton is breaking out of your provincial little prison cell.
Yeah, he's probably right. Mr. Layton, the door won't open. It must be locked from the outside. There's a keyhole on this side of the door too, but it's of little use without the key. Luke, Professor, stand aside, please. I think I can have this door down if I key it just the... Wait, Emmy. If we make a noise, our escape will be noticed. Let us consider the alternatives first. I know. Toppy can help us. Squeak! Toppy, we want to get out of this room. Can you bring the key? Squeak! Oh. What is it, Luke? There are 3 different keys. Tommy doesn't know which one is right. Key quandary. Layton, Luke and Emmy need to escape the police station. Luckily, Toppy has bought them a bunch of keys, but only one of the keys fits the lock. Which of the keys opens the door? The door will not open unless the key can be fully inserted and turned. Well, surely it's got to be this one. Surely it's got to be this one. Am I right, chat? It seems too simple and easy, though. Unless it's one of those weird ones where you insert the end first. But I feel it's too simple.
How about this?
See?
I can't work it out at all.
I knew it. I reckon B would fit in. Possibly. What am I missing?
I think this is right.
I need to sneeze. It's A!
Some puzzles are impossible.
What is going on?
How about this?
This is where it's like none of them.
I knew I could do it.
Oh. It's that way. That's clever. That's clever. That did it. Now we can get out. Amazing stuff, Luke. You really can talk to animals. Quick, now. Let's go. We still have to solve the riddle of the Spectre. Right, Professor? Professor, there are police all over the place. We'll have to find some way to escape without being seen. Escape route. Layton, Luke and Emmy need to get to the key and reach the exit without alerting any guards. Did you just get a mid-roll? Yeah, when it was announced for it, it was literally announcing that they were testing it. So that it started. There is a path that will allow the group to pick up the key on their way to the exit without passing in front of any of the guarded doorways or using the same corridor twice. Unfortunately, the corridors are all one way, so they must walk in the direction of the arrows. That sucks. Not gonna lie. Yeah, you're trying to puzzle. Right, it doesn't pass. It passes the key, but doesn't pass anything. And I'm pretty sure it follows the arrows.
Challenging puzzle, to be sure.
Yes.
I love the thrill of a good solution.
Everyone hates Twitch right now. Correct. The group have made it to the exit. Come on, you two. We should leave now. Leave while no eyes are upon us. It seems we've got out safely. It's already morning. Wow. I still can't believe Chief Constable Jakes tried to lock us up. Jake certainly seems intent on obstructing our investigation. So what do we do now? We have another puzzle to solve. What is that? The Spectre's flute. What about it? The flute controls the Spectre, in a manner of speaking that is, but we need to find out why the flute is audible all over town and who is playing it. I just assumed that whoever played the music was with the Spectre. In this town, the wind could not carry the sound of the flute more than 100 yards. Not to mention it would be dangerous to play the flute in an area being attacked. We haven't seen anyone around during the attacks yet, we still clearly heard the flute. Luke, do you remember the sites the Spectre has attacked so far? I'm not going to lie, Layton, you probably shouldn't be standing outside the police station right now. All my predictions are logged in my notebook. Let's head back to High Yard Arch. We need to determine what the attack sites have in common. Hey, I know you. My dad arrested you and locked you up. Scum like you lot should be behind bars where you belong. Stop right there, you're under arrest. And just how do you intend to arrest us? We've put up quite enough from the Jakes family. You thug! If you pick on me, my dad will come after you. Then why don't you call your dad here right now, so I can show him what's what? Shut it. Even without my dad, I'll teach you a lesson. Sometimes he gets me to organise the beats. Pfft. Your father lets you plan police stuff. I bet it's so simple that anyone could do it. The mayor's like really preoccupied. So no one's even talking to the mayor at this point. 4 police officers are assigned guard duty at various junctions around their town in effort to ensure its continued peace and safety. They can cover every road as far as the eye can see as long as the road extends in a straight line. Place each officer at a junction marked with an X to show how every inch of the pavement can be seen. If we have one here, this line, if we have one here, we have one here. And then the last one would have to be here. Is there any bit missing? Oh, no.
I'll handle this one,
Maybe.
Professor.
Oh. I panicked just then because I thought I saw one that wasn't.
Intimidate you.
But it was covered. Don't worry. Big brain, big brain. Tough one, wasn't it? Rhubarb. A child could have solved that. Since I'm feeling generous, I'll let you go this time. But remember, I have my eye on you. A severe case of balloon syndrome is what you have, full of hot air. Nothing but rubble. The arch was completely demolished. The fog was so thick you couldn't see 2 inches in front of you. Which seems to be typical of the fog that accompanies the Spectre. Mr. Layton, are you saying that the Spectre somehow creates fog? That does appear to be the case, although I'm not sure what this means exactly. Maybe we should spread out and search the area. Of course, that's it. Finally, the puzzle pieces fit together. I hardly had to investigate. It was the first thing I clicked on. What is it, Professor? Do you two remember what the flute sounded like. Not the tune it played, but the quality of the sound. Do you remember? It echoed through the town. The Spectre drowned it out. It had jazz fusion flair. I really want to press C, but it's not that. I reckon it echoed through the town. Ah, yes, everyone said they heard it echo all over town. Exactly. Regardless of where we were, the flute's echoes were still clearly audible. Everyone in town heard it. Not just people near the Spectre. Is there anything that could carry sound throughout Miss Hallory? Anything you can think of? Everyone hummed it together. Yeah, everyone's in on it. It's like Curious Village. Through old pipes, down the canals. It's gonna be pipes because we press pipes. It's those old pipes we have all over town. They carry the sound. I believe you are correct, Luke. The sound was carried all over Miss Hallory through these old pipes. So it was the old water pipes all over Miss Hallory. Yes, that's right. I believe the pipes go all the way up to Bard Manor on a high yard hill. The pipes go up to the lake. Professor, you don't suppose? Let's head to Bard Manor. I think all will become clear there. We can't have much left, looking at chapter-wise. I'm pretty sure this is one of the games that has like 10 chapters to it. Alright, we did miss a hell of a lot of puzzles. Yeah, once I finish this one, I think it's this one. Let me just double check. DS games. Yeah, once I finish this one, I can do the DS game speed run, which is Curious Village, Pandora's Box. What's the third one called? Lost Future and Spectre's Call. To do the proper one to run would be just the main series, which is all 6 games, but we'll do them as they come up. We need to go to Bard Manor. But yeah, we will be doing lots. I was hoping to find this cat. Because we missed loads of puzzles. We'll be doing them all right here, right now. So get your big brain ready. Alright. There are 4 different types of bun in this assortment of 12. And each type is a different shape. There are 4 more cream buns than butter buns, fewer chocolate buns than jam buns, and fewer jam buns than cream buns. What's the minimum number of buns you would have to taste to determine which shape represents each? Alright, so I don't like that. So I think there's more cream. I hate writing with mouse. More cream than butter. There are more cream buns than butter. Actually, we should probably... Butter's down here. Butter. Cream. So there are more cream buns than butter. So the higher it is, the more there are, okay? I'll draw an arrow for you. The more there is. There's fewer chocolate buns than jam buns, and fewer jam buns than cream buns. But we don't know where the butter is in comparison to jam and chocolate. I'm not writing with a rat. There is no rat, it's a mouse. choc, jam, but there's fewer jam buns than cream, so cream is higher up. But there's only 12 buns. So if we say there's 5 cream, we've got 7 left. There's 2 chocolate, so there's 5 left. Oh no, if we say there's 1 chocolate, there's 6 left. 2 and 4. Oh, look, let's not argue over the rat and the mouse situation, alright? Let's figure out I'm pretty sure it's 3. Get rid of all this trying to work out. There's 4 different shapes. So, if you taste this circular one, and you figure out it's jam. If you taste this cat one and find out it's cream. And then you do the this flower, petal, whatever you want to call it, one, and find out it's chocolate. By deduction, you only need those 3 to work out that the last one is the other flavour. Yeah, 3 out of 4 to taste them all.
Directly.
Dreamy! Imposter!
Gone wrong here.
You're an imposter, you got it wrong. Unless it's 2, because one of them only has 1 of its shape.
Time to apply some creative thinking. It appears as though I've missed something.
Maybe we don't try any of them. Anyway, how you doing, Dreamy?
Some puzzles must be met directly.
Okay, so there should be three of
Without an answer.
each for 4 of 12. Good. Oh yeah, I've done it. Me big brain here. You only taste 1. You can work out from the puzzle that the cream buns are the most numerous and the chocolate buns are the least numerous. So you can already identify those. It just leaves 2 groups. Well, you came at the right time, Dreamy, because it's puzzling time. The Rainbow Cottages are very popular with the tourists, and one of the main attractions is the pleasant waterside stroll connected by 12 bridges. A visiting couple have decided to paddle a boat out to one of the cottages and walk back to the mainland, crossing each of the 12 bridges only once. Which cottage would they start at? I don't know whether they can visit each hut. I'm guessing they can visit each island more than once. It's just that... I reckon it's D.
A challenging puzzle, to be sure.
Easy.
A gentleman leaves no puzzle undone.
Easy. Black and white cats. Let's say you want to display your collection of black and white cats paperweights on a 4x4 grid, leaving no empty spaces. But you don't want any row or column to have 3 or more of the same colour in a row. If you've already placed some of the cats as shown below, you don't want to move them. How would you fill out the rest of the grid? Alright. So if we do that one as black. Alright, so 3 and a white, 3 white and a black, 3 black and a white. Oh, it's 3 or more in the same row. In a row. Okay. That was going to be wrong. Alright, due to deduction. So are we allowed 3 of the same colour in a row or not? Yeah, I don't think it's very clear. Like, I'm not sure whether I'm allowed 3 black and, like... Actually, I don't think it said anything about diagonal, did it? Yeah, I don't think diagonal matters. So I'll ignore diagonal. I think it's just rows and columns we got to deal with. This one's confusing me. The only one that doesn't fit right now is this one and this one. You don't want any row or column to have 3 or more of the same colour in a row. If we can find a way to get white just having 2 or... Maybe do brown or black first. So that's got 2 in it, that's got 2 in it, that's got 2 in it. We need 1 along this row, 1 along this row. So it has to be here, right? 2, 2, 2. What have you got, Shadow? What are you thinking? I'm reading it as... That's not 3 of the same colour in a row. Because otherwise, to get 2 black cats on the bottom, it's virtually impossible to not get 3 in these columns. None have 3 in a row. One has 3 black ones, but none have 3 of the same colour in a row. I'm going to submit it because normally if I get it wrong, they give you a small hint.
I love the thrill of a good solution.
Yeah, I think the wording on that one was just poor. Very poor indeed. Alright, you have the job of cleaning a king's room in his palace. The king is very malicious sort. No, not malicious. Meticulous sort. And has declared that it must be cleaned in a very specific way. There are numbers written on some of the floor tiles that show the order in which these tiles should be cleaned, starting from tile 1, proceeding from tile to adjacent tile in the correct order. Can you find the way to clean all tiles without repeating any to avoid dirtying the newly cleaned floor? (13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 20, 21, 22, 23, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. There you go.
Some puzzles must be met directly.
Yeah, imagine cleaning one tile at a time. Just do multiple.
No puzzle undone.
Do a couple. Go wild. Alright, the full reservoir. You are tasked with filling the reservoir by pumping water from a nearby lake using 4 pumps. If you fill the reservoir using only 1 pump at a time, pump A would take 3 days. Pump B would take 6 days, Pump C would take 10 days, and Pump D would take 15 days. If you decide to get an extra pump to make life easier, which pump should you buy another of in order to get the job done in exactly 1 day? Um... There's got to be some trick to this one. There's got to be a trick. The problem with this one is it's not making life easier because he's got to do it by hand. Whereas I assume the rest are... You just have to maintain the pump, the machine, and it does it for it. But then again, if he just had another one of those and there's two of them just going mental, pumping up and down, he could get it done in one day. Are we going with the insane answer of it's going to be D and there's going to be two of them pumping like crazy? Easy puzzle? What are your thoughts then, Freya? Because if you get another one of A... If you get another one of A, it would be 1.5 days. Another one of B would be 3 days. Another one of C would be 10. What are you saying, Freya? What are you saying? Oh. Freya. Freya. What are you saying? Tell me now. I'm stood up now. The answer is A. Quick maths. Why? Tell me why. Surely he would need another 2 pumps of A to get to 1 day exactly. Just stretching my legs out, guys. Mersheep told me to stretch, and I'm stretching my legs. Explain. You gotta explain, Freya. I'll press it.
Time to apply some creative thinking. I love the thrill of a good solution.
Yeah, it happens all the time. Someone just casually comes in, boom, hydrate or stretch. Alright, you don't need to explain that one to me, Freya. Alright. It's not safe to look directly at the sun. Some people use lenses made of materials that can filter light, like 2 pieces of glass below. These pieces of glass are good, not only for looking at the sun, but also for seeing stars. Can you use these 2 pieces to see a star? The bigger the better. A, B, C, D are all 1/3, 1/6, 1/10, and 1/15 respectively. Added and reduced is 2/3. You buy another A 1/3 to make 3 out of 3. 1. Yes. I do agree. But Freya, what are we doing here? If you're so big brain, Freya, what am I doing? But there's 3 points. Alright, this one's confusing. What the hell am I meant to be doing here? Am I meant to be making a star shape? Flip the green, yeah. Use its point as the top. Wait, so it should be that way up as the top. And then... I didn't see yours. Turn the blue so the points are at the bottom, the green so the points are at the top. Yeah, I didn't read yours, Freya, sorry. Like that. I'm sorry, like, your colours are very similar. I'm assuming...
Some puzzles must be met directly.
Yeah,
No
it's a
puzzle
star.
is without an answer.
Look, Freya. I'm sorry, I didn't read your message. He doesn't always point. Not in this one, anyway. Alright. Forget batteries. They're silly old springs. I have no need for such fiddly things. Though, made of glass and somewhat fragile, with good direction I'm rather agile. And though you'll never make me rush, I'm never late. Well, not by much. Can you guess what I am? Rather agile, and you'll never make me rush. Unfollowed. I'm sorry, Freya. Like, that's fragile. You can't make it rush. Pocket watch. This is fragile if you drop it. Somewhat fragile, it's glass, so it's possible. This is a light source. I don't think it's a compass. I think it's a pocket watch. I think it's a pocket watch because it's got like two hands. And most compasses, as far as I can remember or recall, have one. I'm going to go with my first thought.
Time to apply some creative thinking. I love the thrill of a good solution.
It was the hourglass. Take that! Rip. I know where you were coming from, but I think it was a pocket watch. A couple and their 3 young children need to cross the river by raft. The raft can hold up to 2 people, 1 person to row and 1 passenger. It turns out that rowing is hard work, however. Both adults can row across twice, but they need to stop for a rest between their trips. The children can only row across the river once. Yeah, they all made it across.
Some puzzles must be met directly.
I don't know why they took out
Answer.
the animation for some of these. A sweet little cat has got herself stuck and needs to be rescued. She won't come when called, so you will have to coax her out with some fish. She's so hungry she'll head towards any fish she spots in her direct line of sight and eat it before looking around. Oh, I did not mean to place it there. Alright. 5, 4, 3. No. There we go.
I think this is right. That was it.
Don't. No, she couldn't go diagonally. There's a lot of puzzles we've got to do. Alright, 2 signs decorate the entrance to this hotel. One sign has a mirrored surface with a number of lines drawn across it. It also reflects the lines drawn on the sign opposite. When both sets of lines are combined, they form a 3-digit number that tells you the price of the deluxe suite in pounds. I reckon this line needs to be here. So it's... Oh, because it's mirrored. It's mirrored, isn't it? Or no, it's not 5. Would it not be a 5? Because we've got to flip them back across. So which one's the correct one we need to go for? So it'd be... That would be the 6, that would be the 4. So 5, 4, 6. Or is it 6, 4, 5?
Time to apply some creative thinking.
It was that way. I wasn't sure which mirror we were meant to be going for there. Boo doo doo. We'll go with good neighbours. You're right. Yeah, 5, 4, 6. A, B, and C live in a row of houses that run west to east. Their roofs are coloured red, blue, yellow. A local resident is trying to describe the street, but can only remember a few details. A lives west of B. The red roof is east of yellow. The blue roof is west of A's house. So A is west of B. Yeah, no. That is correct, sorry. A is west of B, so it's on this side. The red roof is east of yellow, which is correct, and the blue roof is west of A's house.
Some puzzles must be met directly.
CAB! You'll never guess what I've got.
No puzzle undone.
The undying urge to solve all these puzzles. If not, a pizza. Cinnamon rolls, yeah, I would never have guessed that. Can you work out the height of this lamppost in meters, just by looking at the shadow it casts? The bollard next to the lamp has a height of 1 meter, and casts a shadow of 1.5 meters long. Boom, look, triangles. Triangles, guys. It's 3 meters long. Boom. Quick maths. Anyone else disagree or agree? I've not put much thought into it, as you can tell. It's 4. Nah, mate. The sun is in a different position. Look. Look. Here's the sun. Boop, boop, boop. That's the sun rays. It's a bit higher for this one than it is this one. I don't know what I'm trying to say now, to be honest. One makes 1.5 at half the distance of 3. Which means bottom half of the 3 is actually 1, 2, so 2 plus 2 is 4. Alright. We will trust Dreamy in her mathematical sense. Ah!
I love the thrill of a good solution.
Huh? Look. Look. When it comes to puzzles, Dreamy seems to be doing maths right now at university. Freya's doing English. So, together... What the hell just happened? Together we can solve everything. And then Shadow's just here pointing, just throwing fingers around left, right and centre. Alright, the water in the park fountain is fed through 13 valves. One day, A and B are cleaning the fountain when they come up with the following game, taking it in turns to open one valve or 2 adjacent valves at a time. The one who opens the valve, final spout, will be the winner. After the coin toss, A starts and opens 2 valves. Can you help B win the game? On your turn, mark the 1 or 2 valves you want to open, then touch the arrow icon on the bottom left. My turn, his turn, my turn, his turn. There's a trick to this. There's a trick to this. You got to get to a certain number. My turn. My turn. His turn. Could do 2. My turn. His turn. My turn. We'll do 1. I've lost that because I can't do that. The little shit. He just won't let me win. Oh no. My turn. My turn. His turn. I think I need to get like 4 in a row to be the last lot. He's gonna split them off. How do we do this, chat? Yeah, I've lost that one already. Wait, what happens if we do his tactic of just putting it where he normally goes? Oh no, I messed up there. I was meant to actually submit. My turn. See, he screws me over. This is not sportsmanship, like. My turn. Ah, dude. We got 13 valves, Freya. And we can open 1 or 2 that are next to each other, and we've got to be able to open the last valve to win. He always starts off with the same 2 open. I've messed that one up.
A challenging puzzle, to be sure.
Finally.
A gentleman leaves no puzzle undone.
I don't like that one. I didn't like that one at all. Alright, even a fabulous chandelier isn't going to be much use in a blackout. Let's say you need to light a room during a blackout using only 7 lamps. Each lamp will light the square it's on and 1 square on each side of it. How would you place 7 lamps to light the entire of this room? One, two, three, four, 5.
Some puzzles must be met directly.
Didn't say they could overlap. Didn't say they couldn't
No
overlap.
puzzle is without an answer.
Alright. Let's keep going with our... Alright, the owner of the Hotel Joe has challenged you to a little game. There are 15 empty bottles on the counter. The player takes turn removing 1, 2 or 3 bottles at a time. Whoever takes the last bottle loses the game. Another one of these. No. I need 4 to remain on my turn. So I need 4 to remain. Take 1, see what he does. No. In any scenario that I get left with 5, I lose. There's 13 left. 10 left. 9. I think I messed this one up as well. So he's just going to take 3, and then I got to take the last one. Oh, come on. Can you stop separating the bottles? Take it from one side. Come on.
A challenging puzzle, to be sure. I love the thrill of a good solution.
Yeah, I don't like this sort of puzzle. Not gonna lie, don't like it at all. Alright, starting with A and moving clockwise, the people in this circle are arranged in the following order. Female, male, female, female, male, male. Swap just 2 people to create an arrangement where, starting with A, the same male-female pattern occurs, whether you count every first person or every second person. Female, female, male, female. Wait, what? Yeah, that's not confusing at all. Starting with A and moving clockwise, the people in this circle are arranged in the following order. Female, female, male, female, female, male, male. Swap just 2 people to create an arrangement where, starting with A, the same male-female pattern occurs whether you count every first person or only every second person. So it should, if you count every first person, female... Wait, what? I still don't get it. I still don't understand it. Anyone in chat understand this? Because I am thoroughly confused of what the hell it's trying to say.
How about this? I can't work it out at all.
Alright, so the getting it wrong hint is not going to help us. Perhaps it's hard to think it through when you see the group as a circle. Try and imagine them in a row instead. No. A lot of swaps you can make result in similar patterns. But don't forget that you have to start from A. One of these people you'll need to swap is C. We'll try it.
I think this is right.
I still don't understand it, but... Alright. Alright, paint the plinth. You must paint several cubes that form a majestic plinth when put together. All cubes are the same size. You have to paint them all at once, and you can only paint the visible sides of the plinth. For example, if you paint the plinth that made up the 2 cubes, you'd only paint 4 sides of each cube. If you wanted to make the plinth made up of if you wanted to make a plinth made up of cubes painted on exactly one side, 2 sides, 3 sides, and 4 sides, what is the lowest number of cubes that you would need? Did they, like, forget how to word things in this game? Because even on this one, I don't understand again. Exactly, Fred. Were they high or, like, really intoxicated? 1.
Time to apply some creative thinking. What could have gone wrong here?
Think about which sides of each cube you would need to paint every time you change the configuration. Um, 4. You want a 4-sided thing, you need 4 shapes.
A challenging puzzle, to be sure. It appears as though I've missed something.
Like, I love this game series, but sometimes I don't think
Time to apply some creative thinking.
people
A
reread
little more thought is
what
in
they
order.
put. I'll read the puzzle again for you. You must paint several cubes that form a majestic plinth when put together. All cubes are the same size. You have to paint them all at once, and you can only paint the visible sides of the plinth. For example, if you painted a plinth made up of 2 cubes, you'd only paint 4 sides of each cube. If you wanted to make a plinth made up of cubes painted on exactly 1 side, 2 sides, 3 sides, and 4 sides, what is the lowest number of cubes that you would need? You can place the cubes on top of each other. You're thinking 11, maybe 10? We can try them.
A challenging puzzle, to be sure. It appears as though I've missed something.
I'm not really worried about losing the picker-axe.
Some puzzles must be met directly.
No.
A little more thought is in order.
6 or 7? Alright, we'll go with 6 first.
Time to apply some creative thinking. What could have gone wrong here?
We'll try 7.
A challenging puzzle, to be sure.
7 it is.
No puzzle is without an answer.
But I still don't understand. Okay. Alright, let's keep going, and hopefully the descriptions are much better. Well done, Freya. Alright, your task is to remove all but one of the silver marbles arranged here in the shape of the spinning top. You can jump a marble horizontally or vertically over an adjacent marble and into an empty space to remove the jumped over marble on the board. You can move or jump over any marble except for those that are marked with an X. Alright, so I know what this sort of one is. I've done these sort of puzzles before. There you go.
Time to apply
That's
some
not too bad of
creative
one.
thinking.
Because that was a big sort of
I
one
love the thrill
in,
of a good solution.
I think, Lost Future had quite a few of those. Either that or it was Pandora's Box had a couple of those in. Very dramatic points. Alright, a man is moving a water jug using a round log and a long plank. If the circumference of the log is 20 centimeters, how far ahead in centimeters would the water jug be after one complete turn of the log? This is assuming that the plank, log, and jug do not slip out of the place or get stuck. If it rolls around to get back to the same point of 20 centimeters, then surely this jug will be like... See, I want to say just 20 centimeters, but knowing this game and this series, it's definitely not that. Or is it? It's puzzle 81, which makes... Oh no, is it puzzle 91? I think it's puzzle 81. I don't know what that one is. Which makes me think it's not as simple as that. It's circumference the whole length of the circle. So... Oh, that's a really terrible circle. So that is the circumference, right? And it's not the one that's measured at half the distance. Is it the one that's half the distance of the circle, or is it the whole length? Or is it the one all the way around the outside? Circumference is the area of a circle. So it's the whole circle itself. It's not what's around the outside. Diameter is how big it is. Radius is halfway point to the end. Yep, okay. It's slowly coming back to me. So circumference is the exact distance around the outside, or is it the area within the circle itself? That's the main point I'm trying to get here now. I could be like completely overthinking this though. Surely it can't be as simple as 20. I feel there's a trick to it still. I feel as soon as he edges it forward 20 centimeters, so one roll. That's the thing. You'd have thought it's just 20 centimeters, but there's got to be a trick. So when he ends up rolling it, the roll will be in the center, and if he lets it tilt downwards to hit the floor, this is the jug here. It will edge a bit further. I don't know. Like, I'm thinking 20. Like you said, Mer, 20 is a good shout,
to be sure.
but there's something we're missing.
As though I've missed something.
If the log is moving, what else must be moving? Maybe 40. Because if the log's moving,
Some
so is
puzzles
the
must be
board.
mixed directly.
So it'd be double the distance.
A gentleman
Don't worry if you get it
leaves no
wrong.
Puzzle undone.
This is just like a casual playthrough. We are on the right lines, but we were forgetting that the board also moves in addition to the thing. Alright, you have planted 16 magic tulips, bulbs, in this 4x4 flower bed. Watering a space will cause... Watering a space will cause all magic bulbs in the same row and column to sprout if they are below ground, or recede if they are above ground. How should you proceed to fill the bed with flowers? Wait, what? See, and here I was doing circumference formula and everything. Sometimes, normally they don't get you to go through, like, tough formulas and everything. Normally there's just a small cheese way of doing it. Or common sense. Ow, I just pulled out my headphones. I still don't understand this one though. You have planted 16 magic tulip bulbs in this 4x4 flower bed. Watering a space will cause all magic bulbs in the same row, column to sprout. So just start pressing. Just start pressing everywhere until we get it, guys. Yeah, if you press... I understand it. Luckily it's not diagonal as well. Do you have the solution though? No. Yeah, you're like me then. Ooh, look how close we are though. I'm just gonna keep clicking until we could possibly have an answer. It's like the Rubik's Cube. You just keep going until you have something. You have something. So that just reverses along the lines.
What do you think about...
I don't know how I did that, guys.
I did it, Professor.
I had no idea how he'd managed that. Just... Apparently they did it in like 6 moves. The bus stop. Emmy did the point. Alright, the buses on this route leaves at the times indicated on the bus stop's timetable. All the buses start at the bus stop and take exactly 1 hour to get back here. How many buses are necessary to cover all bus departures times indicated? I don't understand this at all. I don't understand this timetable. What are you on about? You did it? Oh, yeah, I have Food Channel muted. That'll be why I didn't look there. That actually looks pretty good. Look at that, guys. Look at that. You just made me hungry now. I hope you're happy. You're gonna have to show me, George. You're gonna have to stream. But for one, I need people's help. Who uses a bus? You bus people. I need your help. How do you read these numbers? What does this mean? Is this a date? On the 7th they need... Or are these routes? Yeah, bus people. I can't remember the last time I took a bus. Alright. So you're saying that's probably a route number and then that's... How, like... Time-wise or stop-wise? Seven to 12 are routes. And then the numbers to the right are... How long it takes to get to each stop? Yeah. Look. I've called all bus people. Alright. And it appears to be I'm the only one that doesn't take a bus in this chat. Dreamy thinks it's 18 buses. Unless number 11 goes to 7 as well. I don't know. Freya's going with 5. Mer is still sticking with 9. Give me a second, chat. I'm not Googling. You'll see what I'm doing. Alright, guys. How many buses? Get your votes in now. Alright, who told me to go get on a bus? I probably shouldn't have added that in there because it doesn't help with the answering whatsoever. But thank you for telling me to go get on a bus. I haven't voted, that's the thing. I don't know. That's 6 buses at this stop, leaving at each of the 3 times with an hour to get back. I don't think this poll is going to help whatsoever. I think we're just going to have to go through each individual answer. Who was first to suggest? Mer said 9 first and then started to try and work it out. When did Dreamy say her number? Mer's 9. So I'd go 9. I'm going to vote for me to get on a bus, because it's not helping. Yeah, so at the moment, to make it fair, I'm going in order of people putting it in chat. Which 9 was put first. 9 is wrong. Then we're going to go with 18. Because Dreamy put 18, and then Freya put 5. And then if we're all wrong... If we're all wrong...
What do you think about this?
I'm going to kick you all.
I'll never be a good assistant.
I'll never be a good assistant.
I think I've got this one. That puzzle was no problem.
Why is it 5? It doesn't even give an explanation. I do agree they don't know how buses work. Alright, here's another double-sided maze. Starting from the top left corner of the maze, guide the ball to the star at the bottom right. Okay, so we're going to work backwards. So we need to go in this one and then this one. Alright, I think I've got it. Yes, but Rob needs to get on a bus, and that's what is important. He needs to be one of us, one of the bus people. Join us. One of us. Alright, if me watching this was correct... It's all about working backwards.
One, Professor.
No. No.
I did it, Professor.
The thing is, I don't need to get on a bus. I walk everywhere. I walk to work. I walk to the shops. So I don't need to. I love compliments. Really do, you know. Chat's gone a bit quiet. Don't know why. See? See what? I don't know what you mean, guys. Thank you for calling me wonderful, and you know, I guess it's a preference to liking my accent or not. But thank you, Mer. Are you happy now, Freya? Are you happy? I didn't want that to happen, that one. So I think I want one here. One here. It's not quite what I want. We got there. Did I not do this one? Or have we only just got this one? Let's have a look at where Actually, no. Let's see where that goes. I think even with putting that there, it's too slow. Yeah. How do I get this? Oh, no, no, no. And then there. I need to be able to get these 2 coins. Let's just see where he goes. Maybe it's a matter of like hardly doing anything. Wait, I know the solution. Not really. Wow. How are you going to do me like that, mate? How could you do such a thing? Ah, so we ignore that one at the top. We got there, we got there. We got there. Rob needs to get on a bus and go to the library and then get back on a bus home. I think not. Ivan. Oil! Or is that oi? I haven't really figured out whether the cars and trains are going to hit. Well, that doesn't work. Let's see if this works. Car, get going, car, get going, car. No, 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 it's gonna crash. That's how I had it. But we crashed at the end. So I'm not sure. Do we rearrange the whole thing, or we try and do we try and rearrange the middle bit? Because it's fine here. Because it's really hard to rearrange this bit here. Because we're very stuck on solutions. So maybe it's a matter of rearranging. So it spends longer at a certain area. Let's have a look. Alright, the first bit hasn't changed, so it should be the car and the train should be fine. Just missing each other. Oh, this is gonna be tight. It needs to spend longer here. We could do a zigzag here. I might as well clear. That might just do it. It might just miss. It's an extra 2 tiles added on. So it should miss. That's whether it hits later on now. So it should be fine here. It's this bit here, I'm right. just. Oh, Oh, I see our boy George has started streaming as well. That is George, isn't it though? We got to allow enough time for this train to go past. Maybe it's just like a really weird zigzag system. I'm trying to see if we can skip the last oil drum over here. It's hard to tell because I'm trying to figure out when the trains might cross. That was a near miss. We need another tile. Because we can't just do a small loop. We've got to do a weird loop like this. Maybe that then. George is a professional, okay. That near miss at the end, that's fine then, because there's no other trains. Of course it's super comfy train music. What do you expect from Layton? And we're going to leave Puppet Theatre till the end. We're going to end stream here. We're going to go raid our boy George. We're going to go see his new emotes. No, it's not emotes, sorry, his new alerts. His new alerts. So if you don't know our boy George, the Skyline Superman, this is your chance to go check him out. Though I'm pretty sure everyone in here definitely knows of him. Alright. He's going to be playing Spiritfarer. Alright. Go check him out. Thank you all for coming along, for helping me solve puzzles and watching me struggle through some of them. We will be back later. Not later today, but tomorrow. With Tales from the Borderlands. I'm contemplating doing both episode 4 and 5 tomorrow. Or we'll do episode 4 and then switch over to something like Fall Guys or Among Us, depending on who's around. But we shall see. Anyway, thank you all for being here. Thank you for the Raid Shadow. And I hope to see you all soon. Remember guys, stay awesome.